Hi, it's Nora, and I'm here with Bob, and we are going to play Domain Rangers. Bob has never played before, so it'll be good, a tutorial, because Bob will probably ask questions when I'm not clear on things you would have questions on. So the first thing is you have a deck of 25 cities. So you take 9 of them, and you put them in a 3x3 array, each of you. And then, let me just turn this a little bit. You put it adjacent to the other players, like this. Okay? So then you put the rest to the side. You won't need those till later. Then we deal 7 cards to each player. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why 7? I don't know. I don't know. So if you find that 7 is too many, oh, I do know why there's 7, because with 8 you would be able to load your weapon twice, possibly, which would be 8 anyway. Yeah. But and I didn't really want that. And then you put it down and you turn over the first card. Maybe I'll do it more like this so we can see it better with the camera. Yep. Okay, so at this point when you're first learning how to play, especially with the students, it really doesn't matter if they can see your cards. It's too much for them to keep track of anyway. It's enough to just keep track of your own numbers. So Bob's pretty smart, so I'm going to hide them from him. But I don't think that's necessary for him to do. Okay, so I have my cards, but I don't even know what's necessary yet or important. What I'm going to do is, since these 3 cities of his are adjacent to mine, I could fire at those with my weapon. So I'm really looking at, oh, we got to pick a capital. So we have 2 pennies, 1 for each of us to pick a capital. So once the capital is captured, the game is over. So I'm going to pick one in the back here. Okay, so we've done that. I can fire at any of these 3. So I am going to write down the numbers I would need for them, so I know what cards I want to keep or discard. So I'm just going to take a minute to do that. Bob, you probably want to do the same thing. So let's see here. So here's the card I have. And I'm writing down these numbers. And it looks like I need to go -2 left. I hope he can't hear me. 3 to the right. -2 down. And 5 up. So if I had those 4 number cards, I'm in a good position. And then I'm going to take this card and do the same thing. And then I'm going to take this card and do the same thing. Now this will take your students some time to do, especially because it's new. Be patient with them and just tell them that this is the most time-consuming, boring part of the game. After this, it goes a lot quicker. The most you'd have to do is 1 city, where you'd have to write them down. It's just 3 right in the beginning. Okay, so here's my scrap paper where I wrote down my, don't look, Bob, he's looking, do you see that? My 3 sets of 4 numbers there that I need. And then I'm going to look here at my cards to see what I want to keep. Okay. All right, I am gonna share this card with you here, and Bob as well. I'm gonna show him because he's never played before. I have this card that says change army formation. So Bob has it too. So what that means is if I am paying attention to what he's doing and I notice that, let's say, he's starting to get the numbers he needs for this card, I am the yellow country, and he's getting ready to fire his weapon, what I can do is take a card over here from this pile and switch it out. So I put this one in and put that one out. So now it changes his numbers and it he'll have to start over collecting the 4 numbers he needs again. It could backfire on me, but that's okay. There's also a card out there that says shield. So which Bob has, yeah, shield, that's where the buttons come in, and I just give the students a handful of buttons to use. Bob can use it to place on a city to indicate that that has a shield. Or let's say I had one on mine, he could use the shield card to take mine off. And there's one more. Oh, to move your capital. You can move your penny, like if they're starting to close in on you, you can move it to another location. Shield does not go with it. Shields don't move. All right, so we're gonna start to play, and maybe questions will come up as we go. Bob, would you like to go first?
Yeah, I think I gotta figure it out.
Okay, so now you pick up. You can take the -2 if you like. I don't think I showed you all the weapon. This is the weapon where you'd have to put your 4-number cards. As the students get better, we flip it over, and now we got domain and range.
All right. Oops. 6.
Okay, so he put a 6 down, and I'm looking at my scrap paper here, and I don't need a 6, so I'm going to let that go, and I'm going to pick up a card from here. And I got a -5 that I want. I'm going to keep that, and I don't need this 0, so I'm going to get rid of it. And now it's Bob's turn. Bob can take the 0 if he wants, or you can take the top card here. One thing I do want to point out is if the top card has words on it, like shield or change army formation or move capital, you can't take it. You can only take number cards there.
I'm glad you told me that.
Now, if you want to use one of the word cards, you discard it to use it.
Okay.
Just thinking.
I gotta stop that.
3. I don't need it. Okay. Another 0. I don't want it.
-5. All right. I'm not giving you that.
See, now he's starting to get a little wise, and he's looking at what I need. What your students will do once they get over the rules. I do need that -2. I'm going to take that. Get rid of the -6. So maybe students want to use the table behind them for their scrap paper, or just kind of hide it. I don't know. Weapon over here.
Now we're talking.
Another -6. I don't need it. I am going to change my army formation. And I don't know what cards he has because he's not being very clear about it.
I'm
But
not telling you anything.
I'm going to change this one because it's in line with my capital. And I'll put it on the bottom here. Take the top card off. And there. So now Bob will want to change his numbers. So he'll want to scratch out the ones that were there and put the 4 new ones. And then he'll have to look at his cards, evaluate which ones he wants to keep and which would be discarded.
Okay. So I gotta pick up.
You know what would be good? File folders folded
That's a great
around
idea.
like a little barricade so they can't see your scrap paper.
Yeah, that's good.
I might need to make that for Bob. He keeps looking over. Oh, yay. Okay. I have the 4 numbers I need to take the city right here. So let me show you. It's the city right here. I needed the -2, the 3, the -2, and the 5. And I'm going to put them on my weapon. So it was -2 left, so that will go there. 3 right, that would go there. -2 down, and then 5 up. So it would be flat on the table, and I would put those 4 numbers on. And Bob, were you listening to that? Do you agree?
Yep, you're right.
You want to make sure they agree. Please ignore that.
Mr. Stribinger, dial 5131. Mr. Stribinger, 5131.
Okay, so here are the 4 cards I just used to get him. I'm just going to put them on the discard pile. I got this city. So this will go on the bottom of his. I'm going to put my top yellow one there. I'm going to pick up 4 new cards to replace the ones I just lost. Now Bob and I both have work to do. Because the 4 numbers I just used are gone, and now he has 4 numbers as well. So I am now going after this city. 6, 0, -5, 1. So I need -6, 0, -5, and 1.
Okay.
I still have to discard, yeah. So I want to look at what I have here. Anything worth keeping? No. Do you want to see my hand? Look at this. This is ridiculous. By keeping all these, that's less numbers I can have in my hand, so I'm going to get rid of one.
That's a good point.
So I'm going to get rid of the shield, and I'm going to shield this guy right here. Since I made progress, I really don't want to lose him. Okay. I discarded, so it's your turn.
Yeah, that was a good point. I'm sitting on a lot of cards. I need more numbers.
Yeah. My students will do that. Or the shield. They give up the shields right away just because it's fun. But then they can never take them off of their opponent because they're always shielding their own.
Maybe we could add a card to move your shield location.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll put down my shield too.
Okay. Alright, I can't pick that up because it's not a number card, or that would go on forever. Alright, got a number I needed. I'm going to keep that. See this? I'm going to take off his shield. Your turn. Another thing is you can't attack diagonally. My weapon doesn't fire that far. So, only adjacent cities can be attacked. 1. Ooh, I can use this on that last city I have. And, don't need this. Gonna get rid of it. Your turn.
Shield.
Okay. This can get annoying. What my students had asked is, if I get this card, do I really have to move it? And I'm going to say yes. So I'm going to move my capital here. There's just more of me in front of it then. No real reason other than I want more number cards.
Okay.
So maybe I have too many word cards in here.
Maybe. I don't know. These numbers aren't helping me anyway.
Hey, so I shouldn't leave them out in the open then, right?
And change my formation.
Okay.
I think that's the one that you're...
Yes. See what he's... you can't see his face, but he keeps looking at my scrap paper, and he notices that I started getting some numbers for those.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a minute to write down my new numbers. So this is the new city he put up, or new formation, I should say. 6, 1, -4, 1. Okay. All right. Don't need that.
Alright, I'm going to take that. Now, I don't know. I have 3 cards that I could attack one of Nora's cities on. So I'm not going to tell her which one it is. So I actually have a chance of winning this game. I think that was the 3 that I have right now. So
This is a pretty competitive department.
You're not kidding.
You should have saw us when 2048 came out. It was not pretty.
Oh yeah.
I have the
Little
highest
boards
score, by
everywhere.
the way.
Yeah, I had it for a while.
Yeah, he did. And that bugged me.
That was a
I
long
was up
time
for
ago.
hours. I lost a lot of sleep that time.
Alright, let's
Oh,
see.
sitting on that, I could have used it.
Alright. Alright, now that you're sitting on that, I can get rid of that one. I don't need it anymore.
Oh, but I could use it for the other one.
No, of course.
I don't need that.
Alright.
I like to have my students play in teams of 2, just so they have someone to talk to, brainstorm with, you know, should we do this, should we do that? It works out pretty well so far. Did you discard her?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. I thought I wasn't paying attention.
I wish I had some of those numbers back that I had a couple minutes ago. I just want to get rid of this.
Yeah. Well, then it's behind the shield, so
Yep.
that's a good move for
Yeah, I need
you.
numbers. So I'm close.
Okay. By the way, if you need some kind of tripod thing for your phone to take a video, Play-Doh works excellent.
Yes, it does.
We just put painter tape on the bottom so it doesn't get up in the little
All right.
crevices.
I'm going to take out one of your cities.
Here he goes.
The one in the center. I'm going left 5. I'm going to the right 4 units. I'm going down to -3 and up 5.
Yep, those numbers are right. He got me. So he got this one. So he gets to...
Okay, so I put my 4 cards. They go in the discard pile.
Mm-hmm.
I get to take your city, and it goes underneath your pile. You're going to hang it.
Yeah.
And then the top city goes there.
Yeah, now we both got work to do. Oh, I was close to getting yours. Now here, I don't know if you can see the colors too well where you are, but I can still get this city with this one. So honestly, I'm not even going to worry about this one. I'm going to play more offense than defense. If he keeps going, then I'll start playing more defense. But I'm not even going to write those numbers down.
Okay.
So,
Well, I got a lot of numbers I can write down now. I can change up a lot of stuff.
yeah.
I think this is the original here.
Yeah, you were after this one originally.
Mm-hmm.
So of course the whole point of this game is the students picking out the numbers from left, right, up, and down. If they are playing in pairs, you need to circulate and make sure that both people can do it and not just one person is contributing to that part of the game.
Okay. You already have a 0. I
Yeah,
checked.
you're paying attention. 6.
Okay, so that I need. Might be pretty close again.
I don't like those words.
Up 5.
Are you getting me?
No,
Ah.
not yet.
All right,
Close, though.
all right.
We got a few combinations here. Need that one. Need that one. Need that one. Need that one. I don't think I need this one, but you do.
And that does it.
I'll let you have it.
Yeah, now I have the 4 I need. So I'm gonna put my 4 numbers on. I'm going after this one right here. I'm getting close to its capital. So that one is left -6, right 0, down -5, and up 1. You agree?
Yes.
Okay. So fired my weapon. I need a button here and then like noise of weapon stuff. That's stuff for guys. I don't know. I'm just not good at violent noises.
I think it'd be cool.
That would be cool. I actually looked at a craft store to see if they had anything like that. You know how you can put them in like teddy bears. I love you. Like I was looking for one that was like an explosion sound. I guess they don't put too many of those in teddy bears.
Probably should.
Yeah. Build-A-Bear. Build-A-Bear, are you watching this?
I'd buy one for my daughter. She'd get a kick out of it.
Okay, what do you think, Bob? Do you have the gist of it?
Yeah.
Because if you do, I'm sure others do. I didn't mean it the way it sounded there.
No, I got it.
But, okay. So there you have it. You just keep going until someone conquers the city with the penny on it. Otherwise, if time runs out, I make it that whoever has the most cities wins. So I ended at a good spot here. All right. Thank you. Bye.
Take care.